I will sing of the goodness of my God forever. I will sing. I will sing. I will sing of the goodness of my God forever. I will sing of the goodness of my God. And with my mouth will I make known thy faithfulness, thy faithfulness. With my mouth will I make known thy faithfulness to all generations. I will sing of the goodness of my God forever. I will sing of the goodness of my God. Hello, ladies. Uh, I would want to share with you, or rather encourage you, in letting you know that God is always there for us, and He has promised that He will never leave us nor forsake us. Um, the type of people I would want to talk to are the widows, the single mothers, divorcees, and even those people who got children, but the people who impregnated them refused to take the responsibility. Why I want to talk to them is because I know uh, all of us have a common thing. A person who lost the husband, there is bitterness in the whole thing, losing your husband. You've been with him for years, for months, for days, and he's gone, he's no more. That bitterness that enters somebody because of feeling that he, she's, she's now left alone and will be able to do, will be forced to do everything by herself. That time you don't think that God is with you. But I want to encourage you this day and tell you that God is always with you. When your husband was there, God was with you. When he left, God is still with you. That husband who kicked you out of your house and you thought that nobody cares, I want you to know that there is a God who cares for you. There is a God who sees everything that you go through, all the issues that you go through, all the troubles that you've ever gone through. When your husband was there and when he was not there, God was still there with you. And whatever happened, God is always there for you. I know we go through so much when it comes to taking our children to school, maybe paying rent, and maybe you are a housewife and you don't know anything besides cooking for your family, bringing up your children, preparing to go to school, preparing your husband to go to work, and there is nothing more than that you know. And now you're left alone. You don't know where to start. You don't know what to do. And you feel that you're so down. I just pray that if only we would just focus on God and know that He is with us, because in His word He has said that He is the husband to the husbandless and the father to the children who have no father, to the fatherless. So God is always involved in our lives, even when we feel that He's not even near us. He's always near us. It's only that the devil wants to show us that God is not bothered, He's nowhere, He's not coming in. But I want you to know that God is always there with you, helping you. There are so many things that God sees us through where we cannot see, things that we don't know, things that we go through and they succeed. It is because God is involved, even protecting you in so many things that could have happened to your life, to your children. But through his grace, we find ourselves. I remember like one time, my son, firstborn son, was always out of school, in and out of school, because school fees was a problem. But always I trusted in God. And at times he could come home so many times before the end of the term, and even neighbors could talk about him. So when I send him go to the shop, buy me something, he could tell me, Mom, let me not go out. They will see me again. They've always seen me. And me, I'm just tired. I don't want them to talk about us. And I could tell him, please, you just go. Because one day, one time, the same neighbors will come to know the God that we are serving. They will come to know that God is with us. You will know that God has not left us, because God will come through in the open, because he is a faithful God. So one time, after so many, let me talk of the time, by the time he was finishing school, his high school, that time God had blessed us with a car, and after some months we had already uh, we had shifted to another place to go start building our new home. And they saw it. They saw a new car coming, and they wondered, how comes? How did this happen? I remember one of the agents that we used to go pay their house rent. I went to his place and I had a debt of six months. And he could come to my place every time and then asking me, hey, beautiful lady, how dare you just don't pay the house? There are men out there who can pay for you this house, even pay a whole year. You can get someone. And I could tell him that my help doesn't come from men, it comes from the Lord. So whatever time I will take, not paying, just trust me that one day I will come pay off the whole amount. And that is what happened. When I went to his office next, I went paid off every debt that I had, the arrears that I had for the house. I paid it all. And surely he confessed with his mouth that surely I've respected you, and I've seen that surely the God you told me that you trust in, he's a faithful God. And I just thank God because of his faithfulness. So I would want us to know that God is still with us in everything that we do. Even when things are down, God is still with us. Our children will go to school. Our children will join university. Our children will go to whichever place they want to reach, the level they want to reach. They will, because God is still with us. Let's not put our trust in men. Let's put our trust in God, because we've seen him work in our lives. So encourage yourself this day. Know that God is with you. Don't put your trust in that man that left you. Just what I would ask you to do is forgive that person, for he did not know what he was doing. What he followed, you don't know what he followed. Maybe other ladies or maybe riches came in, and he could not see you as the best person to use this money with, and he went out there to have people who are better, he thought were better than you. But what I know is that God is faithful and just to forgive that person if you only allow yourself to forgive that man who left you with children. Forgive him wherever he is. Just forgive him, and God will work out things for you. When forgiveness is there, things start happening. But when you put bitterness in your life, you will have problems. You will have difficulties of having breakthroughs, because there is that bitterness that is in you that is making you not to think soberly, because you have a lot of bitterness. So you make your life more difficult, because you're not trusting God. You're still putting that trust that it is only your husband who could do things happen in your marriage. But I want you to know that besides your man, there is God. even God himself was the one who was making it possible for your husband to have all what he was doing in your family. So let's put our trust in God. Let's believe God in everything that is before us, in every situation that we are in. And if we bring up our children in that God, they will grow knowing that the God that my mama is serving is a living God, is a true God, because this far I've seen God work in our family. So let's encourage ourselves and let our hearts be lifted up high and praise God because of his faithfulness in our lives. And we'll have a heart full of praise. We will worship we will worship God even when things are hard, when things are tough. We will still enjoy ourselves. We will have peace, and we will always be a happy people because God is always faithful. Let us just stand on his word that he is a faithful God, and he has said that he'll never leave us nor forsake us. I thank God because of this far that he has brought me and my family. I have a testimony of saying that God is always faithful. God bless you all.